So Shazam #3 is out, and this is the alternate cover 3B, which I love this cover. It's got Taki Tawny on there. There's a couple of realistic lions in a cartoon drawing, um, drinking from a lake or stream or something, and there's Tawny sipping tea from a Captain Marvel mug. So, third issue, Mark Waid. The last continuing series of Shazam I collected was 2018. Jeff Johns, and I was not particularly impressed with it. This one I think is better, but I don't love it. And as always, I don't avoid spoilers. So if you want to read it and don't want spoiled, then don't watch this. Anyway, the point so far is that the six gods, well, five gods, and Solomon, who is, as one of the gods pointed out, is not even a god. But the six beings that grant him his power are not happy with Billy in how he's using the powers. And so they're kind of messing around with him, taking over his mind and causing him to do bad things. The problem I have with this is twofold. First of all, I don't know what he did that they don't like. For some reason, Mary Marvel apparently is still active, but not. But I mean, the reason he's not active anymore is because he's had several incidents and has decided not to turn into Captain Marvel anymore, because he doesn't know what's going on. He thought in the last issue maybe it was the Psycho Pirate, but it's not. So he's not. He's vowed never to become Captain Marvel again. But they're just messing around with him, and the thing is, again, I don't know why, and also they're just acting like petulant jerks, even to each other. So I don't really know what the point is. Maybe some people are getting into it. My biggest problem with the Jeff Johns series was the fact that it was all about the Magic Lands, and I didn't care about the Magic Lands. So if I don't care about the Magic Lands, I don't care about the series. So Billy's kind of dealing with the fact that he has no powers because he's refusing to change into Captain Marvel, and he gets pushed around. And he does have this dream, and I always love Solomon Grundy, and Solomon Grundy says, "Arr, Grundy want to go home," and he says, "Don't cry, Grundy dies." So he's having a dream of himself losing control again. And there's Mary Marvel, who's apparently still active. I guess she must be not abusing the powers for some reason. Also, they now have control of Freddie Freeman. So that happened. And they decide, well, if he won't turn into Captain Marvel, we'll make him turn into Captain Marvel. And so they set up an incident with a bus, and the bus is flying towards a bridge overhang, which is going to shear off the top of the double-decker bus. So he does change into Captain Marvel, who is known only as Captain, the Captain, because I don't know if it's because legally they can't call him Captain Marvel, or if it's just they don't want to confuse people with the Marvel version, and I'm actually not sure on that. Maybe somebody can let me know. So it turns out the bus, I think I missed something. The bus is filled with gorillas from Gorilla City. So they're talking gorillas, and they want to be taken back to Gorilla City, and so he flies them back there. And is told that, well, okay, we get back to this. This is a little bit silly. This talking alien dinosaur who's trying to sue Captain Marvel. So the gorilla, who is, you could tell, is being controlled by, I believe that's Achilles. Atlas. That's Atlas. And he is dressed a little bit like how Jack Kirby created Atlas. In fact, let's see. I kind of like that they use the Jack Kirby look to make it consistent. So he tells him that there's a being on the dark side of the moon that is somebody, some race or whatever that they've been dealing with, exchanging technology, and now apparently they are threatening to destroy the Earth. So they send Captain Marvel up to the moon to take care of it, but this is all being controlled by the gods, who they sure smile a lot, and this is where he uh, tells Solomon he's not even a god, and that gets some laughter. So he flies up to the moon, does some battling, and then we find it's Emperor Gargoax, who's when Captain Marvel says, "I'm here to stop your secret plan," he seems unaware of what Captain Marvel's talking about, mostly because Captain Marvel has been tricked, but says, "If you've declared war against the moon, Emperor Gargoax accepts your challenge." Emperor Gargoax was a villain from Doom Patrol, I think the original Doom Patrol, I want to say. He's got kind of a cool look. I like him. Kind of an embiggened brainiac. I doubt this character would have the ability to take on the Earth, as he's hiding in the dark side of the moon, but we'll see where that goes. So I'd say my favorite part of this comic was the cover. And I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. It's just kind of there. And it's better than the Jeff Johns series, which bored the hell out of me. And it's got it. There's jokes in there, but I don't think they land. I don't think Mark Waid is a particularly funny writer, and so here he seems a little Captain Marvel surprised. He said, "Well, you're all," and they say, "Yeah, diplomatic delegation. Yes, it does it show." When of course his surprise is that they're talking gorillas, although in the DCU I don't think that would be anything surprising. So I don't even know how long at this point Captain Marvel is supposed to have been operating. Continuity these days is really difficult. But I wrote an Amazon review. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. I like the art. I think the art is quite good. I'm just not, I don't find the story compelling. And Mark Waid, I've always found him a bit hit and miss. When he's on, he could produce fantastic work. And I'm just not that invested in this story at all. So I think with Jeff Johns, I think it was like it was quite a long time they were in the Magic Lands. I don't remember how long. So I don't know how long he's going to continue with this story arc. But, this is kind of, I guess, dovetailing off of the movie. I mean, it has nothing to do with the movie, but, they're trying to, create a little synergy probably. And the movie was a bomb. So I loved Captain Marvel. I love Shazam. I wish them luck. I want it to succeed. I'm just, already considering after 3 issues canceling my pre-orders because I'm just not that into it. But I'll stick with it for at least a couple more issues, and we'll see where it goes. So anyway, that's Shazam #3 by Mark Waid.